You're listening to the Really Very Crunchy podcast bonus episode. We all, we're getting some great feedback on the bonus episodes. Are we, at what point are we just a 2-a-week podcast versus this is a bonus? I feel like we are allowed to just drop this one whenever. And the Wednesday one is the Wednesday one. But this one is maybe it's a Monday. Maybe it's a Friday. Could be a Saturday someday. You never know.
It's a bonus.
You went quiet for almost 30 full seconds there.
Yeah. People
might have thought they were getting their solo episode.
Oh.
Not yet. Maybe one day.
I can step out.
No. Actually, I probably could do this one by myself. I feel so passionate about the subject matter.
I could just listen and only barely input.
No, please input. This is a conversation between you and me. Emily, and I don't know how many people in our podcast world can resonate with this. We were huge fans and still are. Not that we just watch it regularly or anything like that, but we were huge fans of the sitcom The Office.
Big fans.
Massive fans. We were in college, end of high school when it came out, and then into college. We would there were two shows that we set our date by, and it was The Office and Lost.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, The Office just...
So we would definitely get together with friends and watch it.
It was an event.
Was it Thursdays?
I think Thursday. Well, I'm not sure. I don't really remember. I know Lost was Thursdays, I think.
But yeah, it was something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And then later we bought all the seasons and watched them again.
All, yes.
Whenever we were teaching English in South Korea and didn't have anything to do in the evenings, we would...
There was a time where we watched
a
bit of TV.
We don't hardly ever watch anything now.
There was a time, especially in South Korea, where, we watched a massive amount of sitcoms.
Yeah.
Like all of Frasier, all of The Office, Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine, whatever. You name it.
Yeah, we didn't have anything to do, especially that first year. And we felt so alone, and we didn't know how to get around very well.
Right. And in since we've had kids, really, and we've been more mindful of even ourselves and how we spend our evenings, and we've just become more mindful. We're not opposed to occasionally watching a movie or even watching a TV show, whatever.
Sometimes I think it would be nice and good for us.
Should.
Yeah, to get into a TV show. It's something to look forward to, and it's something to talk about.
Right.
There's this, I don't know, you can connect with someone on a deeper level when you have the shared experience of playing out this story.
This is a whole thing. Are you talking about between us?
Anyone.
Okay.
There are groups of friends that their friendship was built upon watching Grey's Anatomy or whatever.
Right.
And you just have
Lost
this collective.
Yeah.
It's kind of like reading a book together with your family. You learn through those people's story, and it feels like you're experiencing what they're experiencing. And you get so connected, and then you have that shared experience.
Mm-hmm.
And but it would probably be good for us.
Here's the thing about that. Since you're hitting on it, I figured I'd just go further. That kind of went away
with Netflix and stuff,
with streaming, because before streaming there was this whole everybody. If the show was on, it was on network television, and there wasn't as much to choose from. It's called so you have those water cooler things that at work where you talk about that show.
Right.
And unless a show is just so massively popular these days, you don't have it. It's all segmented. People don't watch the same shows all the time.
Right. And they can just watch the whole thing in a weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's over. There's not the anticipatory
Thursday night.
Yeah. You're not guessing what's going to happen, wondering who's going to marry who and whatever,
Right.
But we we bought all those DVDs at Walmart. You used to be able to buy seasons of shows for $20.
Yeah.
We filled up our suitcase before we went to Korea with DVDs of Seinfeld and Frasier and Friends.
Yeah.
And, we didn't really have that, like
well, not for
talking about
those necessarily, but like for some,
but for The Office and Lost, and,
right. I say all this because this last week, The Paper came out.
It's a spinoff of the show The Office.
Same universe as The Office. So I'm like, okay, is this another situation? Like we haven't watched a show, and I can't tell you how long.
I know how long.
Oh.
We started watching All Creatures Great and Small.
It's a good show. It's decent.
What happened? We didn't.
I don't know.
It
It's
was
kind of the same thing every time.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we really liked the first.
Also, it's unpredictable when we're like
actually ready to sit down and watch it. There are like hardcore All Creatures Great and Small fans.
Really?
So maybe we need to give it another go.
Yeah.
It's funny to hear me say it's too slow because I like slow stuff.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it's too similar.
Can you birth a cow?
Well,
like every single episode
there's a cow being birthed.
Like putting his hand up a cow.
Yeah.
Just
a crunchy mom's dream.
I should really like this show, and I did, but yeah, I kind of felt like, where are we going?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It's like Call the Midwife. I mean, how many babies are going to be born?
No, Jason and I have a disadvantage because we can see stylistic choices and writing things.
Ever since
we're submerged in that.
Well, I was gonna say that sitcoms in general, particularly sitcoms, have a huge influence on Really Very Crunchy, because
The Office, like the old sitcoms.
No. But even like stuff like from the 90s before mockumentary style,
yeah.
But then obviously going into mockumentary style, like we have absorbed in our early adulthood so much comedy, and a lot of people did, or most people did, so much comedy, so much how this story structure is, and then also the filming style of like mockumentary type stuff, that when we started making videos, we just naturally started adapting. It was almost like going to school. And I'm not saying we're as good as the sitcoms of old, and I'm not making that claim. I'm just saying there's a huge influence there. And so
but we're also doing everything on our own. When you look at the reel at the end of all the names of people involved, it's like
that would be nice.
Wow, they have a lot of people.
Our credits would be Emily Morrow and Jason Morrow. Sometimes a kid's in there as an actor. Yeah. But yeah, humor, writing style, film style, it all, I don't think we would have what we do at Really Very Crunchy without that background
influence.
Of just we
binging
so much content back in the day. Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, we started The Paper.
Oh, yeah, back to The Paper. I don't know how many of you...
We were excited about it.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, this is going to be
kind of set aside the time. We popped some popcorn.
Yes.
Organic. And,
yes. I had some Unreal chocolate gems. My favorite thing ever is putting M&Ms on popcorn. Haven't done it in so long. I was saving those chocolate gems. If you haven't done
That's the crunchy version of M&Ms.
Yeah. They don't have dyes and stuff. They're probably still not great.
Well, but crunchier version.
So put them on popcorn and your life will change.
It's pretty magical.
So good.
Yeah.
Not very keto.
Yeah. No, I mean, you gotta choose your battles.
You have 3 cups of popcorn for how many carbs?
I had way more than 3 cups. I don't want to sway anybody because, it's a different world, I guess. I'm just going to say it. It was quite possibly the most dreadful thing I've ever seen put to film.
The worst. It was not funny
and
at all.
I hate being a downer.
There was no, there's a, what do you call it? Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
And you can't do that constantly.
Right.
And instead of how The Office had quirky characters, like Kevin was this
kind of
dumb guy who was just
yeah.
And they made all the characters.
And then Dwight was this type of crazy person who just
Boy Scout on steroids, kind
Right.
of. And they tried to like
they
implement that
took all the
into
quirky characters
of every character and tried to make all the characters.
like that.
And you can't. That's
No.
like, it doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
And the first 15 minutes of the show was like introduction of each of the characters.
I am the copy editor, and no, we don't need an introduction.
No, just throw me right in.
Tell the story.
We'll learn
and
who you
we'll
are.
learn.
We'll
Yeah.
learn who you are, which is what good sitcoms have done
Right.
in the past. It's like we don't need to just be introduced to you. Here's one theory that I told to you when we inevitably shut it off halfway through the second episode. It's like I didn't even make it through the second episode. I'm like, okay,
This is
I'm out.
yeah. We gave it a good go.
Really? I mean,
An
I think a
honest
full
try.
episode and then trying to get through the second. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
They tried to be funny with crude humor, and that's
Yeah.
not my vibe.
I mean, The Office got a little crude, but network crude. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. This is more streaming crude, which is not as cool. Like, I mean, The Office never dropped a live F-bomb. It was always bleeped or something for comedic effect. And it's like, well, we're streaming. We're just going to say it. And it's like, okay, whatever. Again, I don't have a huge caring about that, but it's also kind of like felt unnecessary.
I don't really like language.
I don't
I
either.
think you can be funny without it. And
I
if
agree.
you can be like
Well, we've proven that, Emily. I've not cussed once on this podcast, and it's hilarious. I'm just,
I just don't like it when you use that for humor's sake.
yeah, they
And-
totally did. Like there was the point of usage in that episode, the first episode. It's like it was like they went out of their way to show you that they're not going to bleep language like The Office
They did bleep
did.
language.
They did at the end of the show, sort of, which is weird.
I just didn't like it.
It wasn't a funny show.
It wasn't funny. And it wasn't just the language thing.
No.
Because regardless of that, because like you said, you don't even care about that.
No, I mean,
That
I
doesn't-
don't like it, but it's like I don't really care. Like I'm not just gonna sit and stew over it. But
Yeah,
like,
no, it doesn't make me mad.
I mean, I don't want my kids hearing it.
Right,
yeah.
but it's not like a conservative issue.
Right.
It's
Sure.
just like it wasn't funny.
No,
It's just
But
not.
just overall,
funny. The whole
characters
thing.
aren't good. The storyline's not good. Like it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, it just brings me to this. I have yet to find modern shows. I don't know. It's not
modern, as in within the last. 8
recent
years.
things aren't that great, and I think
No.
streaming's kind of the problem. I gave you a theory. What I was starting to say is the theory that I gave you is that network television, they had to do an episode in 21 minutes. Like it had to end in 21, 22 minutes. Streaming, you can go as long as you want. First episode 30 minutes, 33 minutes, whatever. They're not required to just cut it as much as you can possibly cut it.
And
you could feel it.
It's like that in writing a book. They
Yeah.
want you to cut it. It has to be good. It all has to be good. Same with our content. We watch some of our videos after they didn't perform well, and we're like, oh, we
Yeah,
could have cut out 5 seconds.
There have been videos that we have done that was like 1 minute and 10 seconds, and I liked it, whatever. And you come in, and you're like, why don't we try it like this, like this, like this? Like you're the over-the-shoulder editor for most of our videos, and it's like we come around, and it's like it turns in a 1 minute, 10-minute video, a 1 minute and 10-second video turns into a 45-second video,
and it
like goes mega viral, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
So much stronger.
there's something to cutting it down.
Mm-hmm.
And streaming has ruined that
Right.
because they don't have
They're just
this
going on.
They can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And it's like also one thing I was reading about, I was kind of like looking at why is the paper so terrible? Like,
But you read reviews that said like brilliant.
yeah, well,
Are they just paying someone to say it?
it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's possible.
Mhm.
You don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like
Yeah.
these reviewers, I can't imagine people giving this such great reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine it.
But maybe people are so zoned out, like they're staring at their phone and they're watching, and
Yeah.
that people don't care,
I
or
guess.
I don't know.
That's the other question I have is like, why aren't people seeing this for what it is? It
It's
doesn't hold a
not
candle.
good.
Like I understand holding it up against something that you're nostalgic about, like The Office. We loved The Office. And this isn't The Office. I get it.
But
it's not even close.
yeah.
It's not even remotely close.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even hit the same tone, notes, anything. It has nothing in common with its predecessor. And so it's not as good as Parks and Rec. It's not as good as any of those shows from that era that it's trying to be.
Right.
It doesn't even come close.
Mm-mm.
And so, but you see so I don't know what happened. It's the same creator. So I don't know what happened, except that they don't have time constraints. And what I was starting to say was that another theory he's put out there is that when you're on network television, you're recording episodes basically 3 weeks ahead of before they go out. So you get audience feedback throughout a 20 episode season. What they're doing now is they're writing a 10 episode season, filming it all, putting it out there. They are their own critique. And they're not getting anything from crowds, ratings, or anything. And they have already filmed all of it. And they're not doing it week to week, which is what they used to do.
So then...
And so they can't adjust.
But so then will it just get canceled?
If it doesn't do well, I think it's already been renewed just because they put so much money behind it. I don't know. But like, it's a new system that isn't a proven system that has worked for decades. And so you get these bloated things with just, I mean, in this case, I think a terrible product. And I'm not saying every show's bad. I wouldn't really know. I haven't seen a lot of new shows.
But I haven't heard the hype that used to be there, the buzz. You could hear people talking about, I mean, just anybody.
Right.
Everybody.
Particularly in comedy.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a lot.
Lost was a big one. You could talk to anyone and they had an input on Lost. Almost anyone.
Yeah.
And there's just not that buzz there that people talk about. I heard the buzz with Stranger Things. I didn't watch.
Yeah. Which Which that's another thing too, where they just drop it all at once. They drop all the episodes at once.
It was a huge success though, right? And everybody loved it. But it's like horror, so can you really go wrong? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean you can.
That's not my thing. I'm not gonna.
I watched like the first season of it, and it's okay, whatever.
You weren't tempted by the second?
I don't think so. I don't know. Did
they
moved
just
a lot.
do 2?
I don't know. No, the 5th season came out like this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going.
Which I think it's the last season.
Well, you hear the buzz of that though, so it must be kind of a good show.
I guess so. I don't know.
Captivating.
But you just don't hear it nearly as much. Back when it was before streaming, it was just there's a new show popping up every week, and then some of them just really took off.
Yeah.
And then other ones got canceled.
Some of our favorites were Parks and Rec, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't even remember.
Oh, I mean, we watched all 11 seasons of Frasier. Like, what a random show.
I don't remember Frasier, but I mean, I remember it because I watched it as a kid because we didn't have cable.
I never did, yeah.
And so, like, that's what was on.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the jokes or whatever, but we really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite give that, like, what's gonna happen next?
Mm-hmm.
Is Niles gonna end up with Daphne? Like nobody's losing sleep over that.
I don't know. I mean, I felt a little tension. Like, is it gonna happen? When's the wedding? Which didn't they come out with like a new season or something like that?
I don't know. Friends was a huge one. We weren't like big. It was okay. We
watched them.
Yeah,
but
we watched all of them.
We didn't like have to watch them again and again and again. Especially when you see clips of it without the laugh track on YouTube. It's like they do that with Big Bang Theory. I know a lot of people who loved Big Bang Theory, which, that was network. I never watched.
We never watched it, yeah.
No. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I feel like we've lived some moments that felt like a sitcom.
Well, we were
I've got
talking
one or
about
two.
in the paper, there was this part where the new editor comes in and they lock him in a room.
Yeah.
And they won't let him out. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. This wouldn't actually happen the way that they're staring at him and talking about him.
Except to us.
So we were talking that's not realistic, but we have had some sitcom moments that feel like this is so ridiculous. This feels like we're in a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's so absurd. But they didn't do it right in the paper.
I don't think so.
But yeah, we have had a few. What's one you're thinking of?
Okay, Bladen Springs, Alabama. We're camping there, completely alone in the in this campground, completely alone, except for one guy, park ranger, and then another random guy who stays there for hunting on the weekends.
On the weekends.
And other than that, we're
there for
completely
a month.
alone for a month. And we get a package for Christmas from my parents, and he has a note written out for Jason Moron. And he's this country guy.
Yeah.
We
barely saw him.
If it had a couple of extra characters, the whole thing's just a sitcom setup. Anyway, that's one I thought of.
Yeah, I can see that. Our first year teaching English in South Korea, we had to, every time coming into the school, well, a few things happened that year that feel like...
That year was a sitcom, yeah, for sure.
We were definitely on a sitcom. But, well, can I tell a few of them?
Sure.
Okay. So, this is just a very basic thing, but every day when we walked in the school, we had to bow and say good morning to the vice principal. And she was...
Intimidating.
She was scary.
Yeah.
Communistic vibes and the way she talked, she was like a caricature.
Yeah.
She was just a really intimidating figure.
Yeah.
But when we walked in, we had to bow and say hello, and she would always say good morning.
Mm-hmm.
In this really haunting voice. And it just felt so funny.
Yeah.
And then that year, somebody stole our bicycles, and Jason
stole them back.
Stole them. Well, one of them was just locked, and we just called the cops, and we were like, "Hey, this is our bike." And
called the cops.
Called the cops.
Good use of the police force in South Korea.
We've talked about the police force in South Korea. But then one of them, we saw it walking to school, right?
Yeah.
And it was stuck under a bridge.
Yeah.
And it had a lock on it, a different lock. And you just picked it up and carried it on your back up to the school for the groundskeeper to cut the lock. And we knew for sure this was our bike.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the bridge and hid. You put the bike back.
Yeah.
And we hid, waiting for the kid to come back to see who stole our bike. And then we jumped out and we're like, that's our bike.
You know that TV show Scared Straight? I scared straighted that kid. He never, I bet he still thinks about that day.
That definitely felt like a sitcom moment.
I feel like we changed the trajectory of his life.
The other kid too, the one who we found it near our apartment, they wrote us a letter, remember?
Yeah,
taped it to the stairwell.
His parents probably found out, and he had to write a tearful letter
saying he was so sorry
in English.
Mm-hmm.
Felt kind of bad for him, but his family at home's you have shamed us. You have completely shamed us. You're writing to these Americans about how deeply you feel your shame.
What's funny is we locked our bikes, but we just twisted the one number.
It wasn't good enough. These guys are smart.
They were savvy little thieves.
Yeah. I bet it's 0000. And it was.
Anyway, so it's sort of our fault, but it was
not
just
my PIN number. I promise.
Hiding it under the bridge
to confront him,
to confront them,
which is not something I would do in America. If somebody stole my bike in America, if I'm stealing it back, I'm riding as fast as I possibly can away from the scene of the crime because I'd probably get stabbed or shot. In Korea, I have the confidence to go up to that 13-year-old and be like, hey, don't you ever do that again, you hear me? Don't you ever steal from somebody ever again, you understand? Yes, sir. Yes, I understand. In his broken English, it's like, yeah. Don't ever steal again, kid. I'm watching you. And like as deep a voice as I can muster. Yeah, you do that in America, it's like stab you in the chest.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
well, it was hilarious, and it felt like a sitcom moment. But one more from that year. They always thought you were so mean and angry.
Well, yeah, I'm scaring kids straight. Yeah.
We worked at an elementary school, and Jason didn't smile enough. So
no, I'm getting my bike stolen and I'm going to straighten out all these kids.
They put us in separate rooms to question us. And they're like, why doesn't Jason smile? Talking to me. I'm like, I'm
smiling now.
I can't tell you. Maybe because you talk about us in front of us. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know how to speak Korean, but I mean, you're hearing, this is like my understanding. Jason, Emily, Jason, Emily,
and we're just sitting in
Jason and Emily, like, well, you're doing that for every day. Okay, what are you talking about? Maybe I ought to learn Korean. And they actively say, no, don't learn Korean. Don't learn. Now I know why. You want to be able to talk about us 3 feet away. Maybe give us code names so we don't know you're talking about us. Call us Jiminy Cricket in Korean or whatever. Like,
there were a lot of
what's the joke, guys? Oh, nothing. You said our names.
They were bitter.
Huh?
They were bitter because people left the job and
I wonder why.
I get it. It was bad. Man. It was a bad situation. But anyway, that just felt so much like a sitcom, especially when they separated us. They're like, come here. Didn't even tell us they were separating us, you know?
So awkward.
To then, like, question us.
Well, even, I mean, we've gone over this, but, like, even just the way we came into Korea was a sitcom. Like, in a sitcom, only in a sitcom would you see, you come in, you're jet lagged, the very next day you fly in, you walk into your classroom and the teacher's like, okay, teach. No books, nothing. That's how you set up a sitcom. Mm-hmm. That is how you set up a sitcom. And then just like, okay, kids. And none of them know English. Mm-hmm. I don't know Korean. You don't know Korean. Okay, teach.
Yeah.
It's a great sitcom.
The next day.
We should, like, make this a sitcom. That's hilarious.
Should we write this?
I mean, yeah.
I bet now, at this point, there have been enough people who have been ESL teachers that it could do well.
I think it's a great.
Let's pitch it.
Yeah,
We're coming for you, NBC.
NBC?
I don't know. I didn't have cable.
They put out the
Nickelodeon?
paper, so I don't know if I want them running it. So.
NBC did?
Peacock, right?
I didn't know. Yeah.
I guess so. Okay. I don't know. No, I mean, I would be
what
happy
would you do?
if
CBS,
NBC
Fox 8?
Listen, if you're at NBC and you want to run a sitcom with us, we're definitely open. We love the paper.
It's great.
It's so good.
Hilarious.
No. Boystown could have been its own sitcom.
Oh, that would be a good sitcom.
Just the whole idea of you are house parents for some of them, a lot of them, convicts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gang
alternative
members.
to jail.
Yeah. Meth dealers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These two white people coming in trying to tell them, like, hey, you shouldn't be in a gang, dude.
White 22, 23-year-olds talking to 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
As if we're there.
Hey, why don't you just go home and not be in a gang? Man,
I remember this conversation.
You don't know anything. And it might be a drama, actually. Sitcom, it might not work out.
No, it's
definitely drama
hilarious
elements.
Because I learned there that you can't cry while you're drinking. So
physically, you can't.
Yeah,
not alcohol.
You can't cry. No. While you're swallowing, if you swallow, you won't cry.
So that's how you learned.
So I was just constantly like,
Hold on, I have to pee.
Sucking down water.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because I like almost always, and I'm not the type that has a cup.
Yeah.
There are those moms. I'm not that.
Holding your Stanley all the time. Yeah.
No, I did have to just always have water so that I wouldn't cry because they were so mean.
And if we had stayed there any longer, it would have turned into vodka.
I remember just sticking my head in the freezer while I was cooking dinner once to not cry. I mean, like, I've just never... And so that's a really funny character.
Yeah.
Like, this person who just
constantly
can't,
trying to stop herself
like,
from
I just
crying.
want to be nice.
Yeah.
I just want you to make good life choices.
That would definitely have to be rated mature for language for all the Boystown.
And violence.
A little bit of, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have experience in journalism. This feels like it comes straight from Parks and Rec, the town hall meetings. There was this one situation, the whole government, it's a city hall meeting, or city council meeting. And
town of 6,000 people.
Yes. And it's this chief of police and the city.
The mayor.
Yeah, and the mayor fighting in this public forum about whether they should be getting the police force should be getting new Dodge Chargers or new Crown Vics for their police cars.
Is it a Ford Crown Vic?
I think it's Ford. I don't know. Or it's just Crown Vic.
The issue
I don't
was that they had a Ford dealer.
Yeah.
So he wanted to
buy local.
The mayor did.
Yeah.
But the chief of police is like, we
really want
a Dodge Charger.
We have to have Dodge Chargers. They have better 0 to 60. The horsepower's great.
It's
the
like
dude wanted a cool car.
It's like
They also look really neat.
This is Mayberry.
Yeah. How many high-speed
chases?
I'm telling you, this fight went on for weeks.
It was hilarious.
And I had to report. Yeah, we had to report on it.
Yeah.
And it was, oh my goodness. And I don't.
It definitely felt like a sitcom.
Did he end up with a Dodge Charger or a
I
Crown
don't remember.
Vic? Which honestly, if you think about it, really should just go buy local. Which it's a new car. And like dealerships don't even make that good of money off of new cars. So it's kind of a dumb argument anyway.
Yeah.
Also, why do they need new cars?
Yep. The cars were running fine.
It was small town Georgia. And you're not chasing too many people.
No.
I think you should have bikes.
Yeah.
We're giving you bicycles.
Horses.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, too hard. Too much. Too expensive.
Too maintenance.
Yeah.
Too much maintenance.
Like, if you can't catch them on a bike, let them go. It's fine.
I recently learned from a previous police officer that motorcyclists, maybe I shouldn't say this, can just get away. Cop cars can't keep up. Yeah. I never thought about that.
Motorcyclists know this.
They just zoom
We
away.
don't know this. So
I
it's
didn't
fine.
know that.
Cops know this, and motorcyclists
they already know that?
The rest of us don't matter, so you can say whatever you want. It's fine. Yeah, motorcyclists know
Motorcyclists are just zooming on, and they can just get away.
When you can go 200 miles an hour, or however fast it is, yeah, a cop car can't compete.
They're not going 200.
I think there's some that can get close. They can get, I'm not saying they get there. Okay, 130. You get 130. Cop car's not catching up to you. Not only can they zoom in through things, the cop car just can't do what it could do.
So dangerous.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah.
But apparently it's a thing. Like,
it's
cops know it.
That you can't, like, I mean, if there's a certain trajectory that this motorcycle is going, it's like, there's no way I'm catching up to that. So, good luck.
Wow.
Yeah. But the thing is, a motorcycle is not like overly dangerous to someone else. I mean, he can be, but it's not like.
Could be if they were trying to like overcorrect or like.
But it's not the same as like if you rear-ended somebody with a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt their car.
They're just the dead one.
Yeah.
More than likely. You could hit a pedestrian. That's more of a danger, I guess. But like. They're more of a danger to themselves than they are to other vehicles.
If you're listening to this, please don't be a motorcyclist. That just makes me nervous.
I'm more of a moped guy.
A moped, yeah. Mopeds are so fun.
Can you imagine running away from a cop on a moped? Come and get me! And they're just like, what do you do? I'm just going to wait till you run out of gas. Well, In conclusion,
Wait, we
Oh.
had a moped, and
We
that
did.
also feels like
well, that's just straight out
we
of
did
Dumb and
try
Dumber.
to make a sitcom. You can find it on YouTube.
Scooter Patrol. Look up Good Morrows.
Don't watch it.
Good
Don't watch
Morrows,
it.
Scooter
Just
Patrol.
Don't.
Hey, it proves that we've been at
Just
this for a
don't.
long time.
Just don't. Just don't.
Hello, Linda
Don't.
Norman.
Don't.
Well, anyway, if you run away from cops on your moped, leave a review. And if you don't leave a review, then I'm going to call the cops on you next time you try.
Thanks for joining us for this week's bonus episode.
Yes, hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you want us to do 5 episodes a week
I
in the comments.
don't. No.
We can't come up with that much material. That'd be too much talking to each other. This is the limit.
Mm-hmm.
We like each other a lot, exactly how it is.
Yep. Thanks.
Just kidding.
Bye.
I couldn't love you more.
Wow.
That's how much love I have for you. If I loved you more, I would burst.
Meanwhile, I'm like working on a book proposal, and I wrote in one of the chapter, just as love is often a choice.
I noticed
Did
that.
you notice that?
I noticed it, and I'm like, well, I don't have to choose because it comes naturally from me to you.
Mostly same.
Mostly, hey, I understand
There are
that.
days I see the choice in your eyes, Jason. I see it.
I get that I'm an acquired taste. Okay, I get that. You're just a wonderful.
All right.
Everybody.
Thank you so
Lucky
much.
to have
we
you, and I am.
just appreciate you.
Yes, thank you for listening to this podcast. We do it because you keep coming back.
Yep.
You keep showing up. And that is a huge blessing to us.
It
and
is.
we love reading all the comments, reading the reviews, and hearing back from you guys.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Thank you.
we have, again, just want to reiterate, we have the Wellness Collective coming up October, what is it, 21st and
22nd?
22nd? Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Then following week, so please hang out with us there. I think it's going to be in podcast format,
Okay.
up on stage. We might even talk to some of you who are there.
Yeah.
Get you to talk. I don't know. We'll see.
We don't know what we're doing. And
We
then
do.
also the Cultivate Homestead Retreat.
Is coming up the following weekend.
I think so. The
October
weekend
31st ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Links are in the description for those 2 events. The first day of the Wellness Collective is currently sold out. The second day, which it's a 2-day separate day thing. It's a 1-day event for the ticket. The second day is still open. So if you haven't bought your ticket, there's also online web tickets, right?
Yeah, there are.
So you can watch it
Lots of
streaming.
great-
Not as cool
Still fun.
because it's
good
know
speakers.
you gotta
good
get-
time.
yeah. But if you could get there, it's even better because we'll be hanging out at the merch table, selling T-shirts you guys didn't buy.
No, thank you for not buying them so that
now
we
we have
have
merch.
T-shirts to sell. I appreciate it.
And all those books behind you, we need to
Yeah.
sell those too. So,
All right.
all right, thank you
Bye.
for listening.